Welcome to the young social entrepreneur program, coaching program. Yeah. So give yourself a tap on the shoulder. Well done. Okay. Before we go on, you might be wondering who are the people here. So we will just introduce one round so that you will also know why they are here, or who are they. All right. So can we start with any one of you, Lynette or Michelle or Daphne?
Hi, I'm Lynette. I came to know about you all through Alvin. Obviously, Alvin was my we went to school together many years back when we were young like you. Yeah.
Before you all were born.
Okay, so so I got interested in what you're doing, and I very much like to know how things are and how you're going. I think I sponsored Alvan in his studies, right? And Maureen. I don't think I see Doreen. Is it Maureen or Maureen? Yeah. So I am in Avita together doing wellness and promoting good health. And now maybe also joining Alvin to promote social enterprise. Yeah.
Okay, Daphne, you want to introduce yourself? Can't hear you.
Oh, can't see me, yeah.
Can't hear you, yeah. Just now you can't hear you.
Now it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi, good. What's the time that in Kenya?
Wow, welcome.
9. It is 9 a.m.
Oh, 9 a.m. Oh, it's still quite
5 hours
different.
behind us.
It's about 4 hour back.
5 hours.
Okay. So I'm also in Avita family, and today I'm here is because I quite interested to know about you all. And then I quite envy that you all have this opportunity to have Alvin to guide you all to the success. So cheers. Okay.
Yes.
Go on, Michelle.
So pass to Michelle.
Hello, I'm Michelle. I'm Daphne's daughter. Yeah, that's my mom with the 3 sign. I just joined the Avita family not long ago, and I'm very interested with the products because it works. And then I think during one of the meeting, Alvin also shared about his meeting with you guys, and I was very interested, and then I asked if I could join. So here I am. Yeah.
Welcome.
Nico?
Hi, I'm Daphne's youngest daughter. Because now I'm not working, so I'm also open to learn, especially because since I don't have any business personal business experience, so I'm just here to learn. Yeah, very simple.
Very good. Okay, we are going to we have Jermaine. Let's Jermaine introduce herself first.
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
Sorry, because I'm in the middle of doing something. Yeah. Hi. Happy to see you all from Kenya, right? Yeah, just now I heard what you all say. Some is from university, right? Who is study the what bachelor or commerce? Something like that. Oh, you okay? Hi. So I heard that you are all the little small bachelor ambassador. Meridian 101 ambassador, right?
Yeah.
Who is your teacher? Yeah, Alvin Yong. Is it Uncle Alvin?
Daddy Alvin.
Oh, Daddy Alvin. Wow. Okay, sorry. Good. So what is the time now at Kenya?
It's 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Wow.
Yeah.
9 a.m. 6, 9. Ours is 2 a.m. right? 2 p.m. right? Oh,
Yeah. So it's
it's about 5. It's about 4, right? 3.
five
Three-
hours.
5 hours. Oh, okay, good.
All
Good
right.
to know you.
Okay, so our focus will be on the children.
Mm.
No more children. You guys are youth, okay? You were from the children's garden home, but now you are no longer children, you are youth. Yeah. So I'm very happy to hear a few of you, your articulations of your text to me. All right. Thank you, Beth, for your text last night. Snyder as well, and Isaac, Victor, okay, on behalf of Diana as well. Okay. Now, as you are aware, I will just go through something. Remember, we had this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about for-profit business versus the other end of it is charity. Okay. So where you guys are focused on would be in the middle, where it is a social business. Right. I'm very glad that all of you have identified specific area. In other words, it's certain social problems that you have in Kenya. The question is, how can we work together and design a self-sustaining business solutions? Okay. If it's a business solution, there is profit to be made. So the profit, like I say, will go to 3 different areas. Okay. So your social business product or solutions or service will go and deliver a solutions to the problem in the marketplace. All right. Now we have mentioned a few problems. One of the biggest issue in Kenya is youth unemployment. So we are going to involve youth in your project. Agree? So if more youth are involved in your project, and especially if your project can expand, multiply and expand, then more and more youth can get involved in your projects. And this is one of the ways to solve the youth unemployment, right? Now, second thing is that you are trying to solve certain issue in the marketplace. I like the project by Snyder and Victor, that you're going to deliver some solutions to the special needs children in Africa. Okay. Now, I think in Africa, it is a lot more behind many of the Western country or the developed country, whereby special needs children, there are no services to them. There are no education for them. Okay, so that is actually a big area of it. So we are going to discuss some of these ideas today, some of the researches that you have done. Okay, so we are going to talk about 2 issues now. Today, we are going to focus on this area. Okay, you already know what is social business. You have identified some problem. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to focus a lot on the research that you have done over the last 1 week, some of the ideas that we have generated, and I'm going to give you a lot more ideas also. Okay. Over the next 2 weeks, once we have enough research data and enough of ideas that is generated, then we will piece the ideas together. All right, like Lego pieces, like jigsaw puzzle. We will put all the puzzle together to form a picture, and the picture will be a business, social business design. Okay. Roger, so far with me? Okay. I'm going to go into specific now of what are some of your some of the research that you have created. Okay. Let's start with Snyder and Victor, since I mentioned that just now.
Okay, one of the research we did, we realized most of these children are from poor families. So getting that small amount they are needed for the therapies is very hard. So they need at least somewhere where they can get these services at a lower prices. And also where they can learn new things
You know, most of these special children in Kenya, they end up being useless in the society. So after we've done the therapies and they can be able to do the therapies by themselves, we can start another business for them.
Can I ask you, are there schools for special needs children in Kenya?
Yes.
In Nairobi?
Yes.
Are there many of them? Are they successful?
They are. They are, but after school, you know, like children with autism, they study, but after school, no one is willing to employ them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a continuity. In other words, is that they learn simple thing, but there is no industry that will allow these children, when they grow up a bit more, to find something meaningful to do.
Yeah.
So what ends up is that these special needs children may have some education, but eventually it become irrelevant people in the society. Okay? And when they become irrelevant, they become totally depending on the parents. And if the parents were to pass on, they become a problem for the yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. In this regard, I'll tell you something, so all of you listen carefully, yeah, because all the other youth, what I'm going to share is going to be very interesting for you to see how Singapore has developed over the years. Okay? I'm going to call. Can you all see?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now, this is the Singapore story. Special needs in Singapore. Okay? Long time ago. Okay, yeah. Same situation as in Kenya. So there are a lot of autistic children, dyslexic children. In other words, we call it special needs children. Many of them are locked up at home because the parents do not know what to do with them. When they send them to a regular school, they cannot learn. By the time people were talking about 2 times 2 equal to 4, 3 times 3 equal to 9, they still cannot count. So many of them drop out of school, and many of them are basically locked up at home. Okay? And then there were some school, okay, there's this school called Pathlight School. Pathlight. Sorry. This school called Pathlight School. Okay, Snyder and Victor, I want you to do a bit of research on, I will put it in red, yeah? Okay? You can read about, I will pass you some information on some of this school, so you get some idea. And what happened is that the Pathlight School is only for children from a certain age to a certain age. I think it's until 16 years old or something like that. Okay? But the question is, after that, what happened? They have a problem with employment. So employability become an issue. Who will employ them? Become a big question. Okay? Now, I want to tell you a story that my friend, he started Professor Brown Cafe. This is a cafe. His name is Roland Tay, sorry. Mr. Roland Tay has a child. His name is Junyi. And Junyi is an autistic child. He is low functioning, so he can't do a lot of things. He can't cook for himself. He can't do a lot of complicated things. But he's very good in drawing. So he draws very well. And when he draws very well, what happened is that he started drawing a superhero character called Professor Braun. That's how the cafe come about. And Professor Braun by day is a professor teaching in a university. But at night, Junyi imagined him to turn into a superhero and he fly around and save the world like Superman and that. So the father was very intrigued, and the father decided that to start a cafe. So he left his job, he put in some money and he started this cafe. Okay, and this cafe employs about 40% of the staff who are autistic youth. 40% of the staff are autistic. Okay, what happened is that there is a continuity. It become a continuity from Pathlight School, who teach them about simple things like maths, language, science, and how to do simple things. And then it gets in a point where, because special needs children have got some talent also, especially autistic children. Snyder, you are studying special needs children, right? Education, right? So you will know. They may not be good at everything. They may not be good with emotional things, but they are very good with things that is repetitive. So they train them on things like how to prepare salad. So they use picture to prepare salad. How do you cut the cabbage? How do you mix the cabbage with whatever? So it becomes very standard. How do you make coffee? How do you make whatever preparations, yeah? And then they employ them in Professor Braun Cafe. So 40% of the youth, they created a job. Now, around 10 years ago, I think about 10 years ago, I think about 2010, around there, okay? They started a village in Singapore. It's called Enabling Village. Okay, so Enabling Village is another things that I will give you some link, some website, and I would like you to think of, go and study it. In Enabling Village, we invited a lot of companies. Companies, yeah, these are all companies, corporations. So give you some example. They invited banks. And what do banks need? Banks need data entry. Data entry. Okay, data. So the autistic people are very good with data entry because they are very focused. So they'll just enter data. Normal people will get bored, right? But the autistic people, they are very autistic youth. They'll just come here, they get employed as data entry, and we created jobs for them. Then Enabling Village partner with supermarket. Okay, supermarket. What does supermarket do? Supermarket prepare fruits. Okay. So what the youth, they get employed by cutting fruits. Okay. Taking out jackfruit, coconut, and whatever not, right? And then they pack it into package, and then they get sent to the supermarket on the shelf. They sell those fruits. So they created many, including some of the gardening. Okay, maybe not gardening. Maybe gardening is a wrong word. Gardening is a wrong word. The word is herbs. They grow herbs like mint, like coriander, like those mint and spices that they use in a restaurant. So they train this youth, the special needs youth, learn how to prepare and plant herbs. And then they harvest the herbs and then they sell it to the gardener. And they created many more different businesses that come in and employ. So they created employment. Enabling Village is an establishment in Singapore that focus on working with the business people to create employment for the special needs youth. Okay? Another area that you can play with is this portion here, from here to here. Because this is called education, and this is called empowerment. Do you agree? So the question really is, how can your social business help these children to identify their talents, train them up to become independent in the society? This is a big question. This is a big social problem that you will design your business to solve. Do you agree? Snyder, Victor?
Yes.
So are you prepared to take on this monster?
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
You are.
Yes.
So what are your challenges? Snyder, can I ask you, where are you undergoing your special needs education? Which university or institution?
No, it is a college. It is called Kenya Institute of Special Education. Yeah, it is
Tell me more.
So it is in Nairobi.
Hmm.
So in first year, you have to do all the children with special needs. So I have to do the deaf, the blind, those with autism. But when I go in second year, I have to choose one. So for me, I'm interested in children with autism.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to do it for 2 years. I'm doing diploma.
Okay.
So I have to do it for 2 years.
And at the end of the diploma, what does the diploma certificate enable you to do? To become a teacher?
Yes.
Okay, good. And can you tell me why autism? Why are you interested in helping people with autism? Why?
I see autism in Kenya. Most of the people have done the deaf, the blind, but most of people fear autism because they think it needs more of a heart, a kind and a loving heart. I get it as a challenge.
Yeah, I know you have a loving heart.
So that's why I preferred autism.
Okay.
Because you know job opportunities are there, and despite the fact the opportunities, I can do more in autism. Maybe in future I can go and further my studies in autism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I ask, why is Victor? I know she has a loving heart. Victor, do you?
Oh, me. Okay, me. I also have a spirit of helping. Yes, I think it came from my dad. Yes. Now about autism, it's a big challenge in Kenya. So when we were talking with Snyder, we discovered that we are focusing on normal youths, and autism youths, they don't have a voice, so no one knows their problems. So that's why a lot of people are focusing on normal youth. So we decided that Snyder, we can we come up with this project to help them. Yeah, you know, with those therapy sessions, it makes them, they become like more sharper. Yeah, with that, so we can help them and to focus in life. They can able to stand on their own, like normal people.
Continue.
Okay, that's now, but you have given us homework of school. The idea was we were not thinking of a school, but now we think we will go and expand our brains. Yes, to the idea it was that we help them on therapy, on them having a healthy body. You know, when you have a healthy body, your mind becomes sharp.
Okay.
Now, yeah, the school thing it did not come up, and it's a very good idea, and it's something it needs to be done here in Kenya.
Okay. So I'm going to use, I'm going to work on the rest of you listen. Okay, the rest of you listen carefully because I'm going to work with Schneider and work with Victor. Okay, now it is scoping time. So we're going to scope the market. We're going to scope the problem because the problem can be very big, yeah. And you can't solve everything as an entrepreneur. You slice it up and you focus on what are the areas that you want to be of help. And you become very, very good at that. Can you understand me? Okay, anytime, if you are not quite sure what I mean, just make noise. Yeah. Just make noise and then ask me question. I'm going to give you a few areas of ideas now. Okay. Now, this is Mr. Roland Stay's project. Okay, after Professor Braun. Professor Braun. Professor Braun Cafe. Okay, this is the superhero that I was talking about. It was created by the son. Okay, he drew this character. And later on, I'm going to put all this into web link that the two of you can go in and study. Because we can learn a lot from people who have been there, done that. Do you agree?
Yes.
This is the reason why you are listening to me, and this is the reason why some of the other people are listening to me. Yeah. So because they have some experiences, you can learn a lot from other people's model. So be humble. Okay. Don't think that you know everything. None of us have all the answer to the whole world. Yeah. So this is a restaurant that hires autistic people. Okay, so they are very clear about what are the menus, how they train the youth to prepare garden salad with mushroom and whatever not, and they start a restaurant and they promote it lah. Okay, so this is Professor Braun. This is another very interesting project which the father of the boy, Junyi. So this is Junyi. Okay. Now Junyi is a very good artist. He's not good in many things. He's autistic, but he's very good with drawing animal. So I show you what are some of the work that he does. Okay. Again, this animal project is done by him. Yeah. So what they did was that they collect all the artists. Okay. You see, you look at this here. It says that they have a lot of artists. These are all autistic people, yeah? Right? They are all autistic people. Some are fairly young. Some are youth. This is Junyi, okay? All right? And what kind of work do they do? They create beautiful art, really beautiful art. Like this case here, this is Junyi's drawing, and what the father did was he printed it on a, what do you call this? This is like a notebook. Yeah, they printed on a notebook, and they sell the notebook. When they sell the notebook, I do not know exactly how much, maybe 10% or 30% of the money goes to the artist. But these artists are autistic children or autistic youth. So if this project were to be successful, then it will create a livelihood for this autistic youth. Do you agree, understand? Yeah. So they are like artists, and every time they sell their product, okay, they'll get a royalty. So you see, this is a ceramic coaster. So they printed it on a coaster. Very nice picture done by the autistic youth. So in this particular project, what they did was they looked for a few autistic youth. This is by Junyi also. Right? And hey, what happened? They make it into keychains. They make it into t-shirts. And they sell this to tourists. They sell this to companies. And then from there, they raise income and they create a job for these children, for this youth. So this is one possible business, social business idea that you can take up. Okay, Snyder and Victor, you could go and develop, or not develop, uncover. You can go and uncover a few children or youth of some exceptional talent. Now, it need not be painting. Okay, it can be painting, it can be performance, it can be singing, it can be anything. Yeah, it can be anything. Yeah, but if it's drawing, which it turns out that there is a percentage of autistic youth that are very good with drawing because they are very focused. They can take out a pen and a paper and sit there the whole day and draw. You get what I mean? And because they spend time in doing the same thing, they become better and better at it. Of course, you must have some artists who guide them. Okay? So that itself can be one potential business for you. Okay, now I'm going to give you ideas now, yeah? So like I say, today is about generating ideas, okay? When you say, let's focus on autistic, can we do it? Let's focus on autistic. You can focus on autistic children, or you can focus on autistic youth. All right? Now, if you focus on children, then it'll be more about education. Do you agree, Snyder?
Yes.
But if you're focusing on youth, you're more focusing on some kind of employment opportunity. Okay, slightly different focus. Okay, so if you're focusing on autistic youth, you're helping them to generate income. If you're focusing on children, you're focusing on helping the family. Okay, involving the children and involving family also. Okay, on teaching them education and therapy. So slightly different segment of the market, different business altogether also. Yes? Okay? Okay. So here we come up with all the ideas, and then the two of you over the next week intensify your research towards deciding which direction your business you want to go. Meaning, what is the focus problem that you're trying to solve? Solving children in terms of education and therapy is very different from solving youth in terms of employment opportunity. Okay? But when you focus on children, eventually you will lead on over many years to youth, because the children will grow up also, just like I saw you guys growing up also, right?
Yes.
Okay? Now, I will use a different color. I'll go on and talk about my how I think. Yeah. Because now you're trying to, what I'm trying to coach you is how I think as an entrepreneur, how I think as a social entrepreneur. If I'm looking at children, then it will be like what Snyder told me now, that the rich people, rich family, they have less problem, yeah, because they can employ therapists, they can send their children to expensive therapy school, correct? So that is probably not where you are focusing on. Can I say that?
Yes.
It is people who are poorer family, where they cannot afford. They cannot afford the special needs education. They cannot afford therapists to come and visit them and teach them how to take care of their children. That these are the people who, their children, like what you say, will eventually become useless in the society. Okay? They'll be taken advantage of. In fact, they will amount to not much because they will probably be locked up at home. They'll probably be handcuffed at home or locked up in a room where they'll never see daylight. It's so sad, isn't it? It's so sad that these children may have some talent. They may be very good artists, but they are not discovered. Nobody helped them. And the family, the parents, where are you guys there? Hello? They just
They dropped off.
Okay, wait for them to come back.
Missing.
I don't know whether you guys are enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, anytime you feel that it's a waste of time, you can leave, okay?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting because like what you shared in Singapore, like those Professor Brown Cafe, all these I also never hear before.
Never heard before.
Yeah.
Michelle,
Then like I was researching.
You gotta get into our company a lot more. I brought many of them to Professor Brown's Cafe for makan.
Boleh.
I also don't have. Jermaine, I join your gang.
Yeah.
You never come and join me.
Okay, one day shall we?
We were not
Yeah. I also don't know where's the
When?
address. Where's the address?
In Enabling Village, Red Hill.
Right here.
Oh, Red Hill. Only one?
This year after the Kai Nian, then I brought them there.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we go after that.
Can, yeah.
But after that is when?
Of course, it's about people who are interested. You know, I never know that you are interested.
You never ask.
Okay, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad Nicole is here watching these kids.
No. They are still connecting.
Snyder is probably about your age. Snyder is one of the older girls when I first knew them. Beth is one of the older girls when I first knew them. But many of them, they depends on whether there are some Samaritan or somebody kind enough to come and sponsor them for their diploma or university.
So is there any specific amount that you need to sponsor them?
$700.
How does that?
Per month.
No, one per year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
How does the education system work? From
Say they lost electricity. It's like that nowadays. So living in Singapore 我们是有时候是身在福中。
很幸福的哦。
幸福的一群。
700 actually can.
So if you want to sponsor anytime, you can join, right?
Can. Yeah, that's how Lynette sponsor 2 kids. She's a mother of 2.
Which organization is this? Because actually I got sponsor 1 kid in Philippines.
I show you since I'm waiting for them. Okay. It's called Children's Garden Home, right? It's called Children's Garden Home. You can go and click childrensgardenhome.org. This is a website designed for them.
Mm.
So inside there, these are all written by me lah. Now this is Moses. Okay, you can see, and then this is Alvin. When I first knew him, he was so tiny. This is
Alvin.
This 2 years ago, right? This is Lynette's son.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so these are all sponsored by some of my friends. Many of them are sponsored by friends. Right?
My brother has a kid, a child also, right?
Yes.
What's his name? I forgot.
Okay, I show you. Okay, so these are all the children being sponsored, and this is the website where I track who sponsored. You see, like Enchu sponsored for Grace all these years. So these are all the people who are sponsored by children. So every one of them, they pay me $700 every year, once a year. Like Esther, you met Esther just now. Esther is one of the Meridian ambassador. Okay, and then you have got your brother, George, right? Lynette. These two are Lynette's children.
Oh.
And then George. Lee Kim Shun, right?
Yes.
Isaac. Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac is a very helpful boy. Very helpful boy. A very good boy. Then this Joseph is Meridian Therapy also. And Aris. James is very good with electricity, and the different child have got different talents.
So how does the education system work? From junior school is how many years, and from secondary school is from what to what? After that, they go straight to uni, is it?
Yeah, more or less it's quite the same as Singapore, because they were previously a British colony as well. So they have like roughly about 6 years of primary school, then 4 years or whatever. More or less about that, you know. Yeah, although they call it differently, they call it class 1, class 2, then form 1, form 2, you know, but more or less it's about that. But the issue is that because now we have 150 to 200 children in this home, and Moses, let me just oh, I'm glad you guys are back. Yeah, what happened? Electricity?
We lost electricity.
Power gone.
We must ask Daddy Moses. Daddy Moses, you didn't pay electricity bill, is it?
I'm a rescue. I rescued them. So, no, it's just the Kenyan corruption.
All right. Okay.
Yeah? Bisa panjang ya, yuk. Bisa.
Okay, all of you, Daddy Moses, okay, the founder of Children's Garden Home. Are you okay?
Wait, 1 minute.
Moses, where's your camera? Okay.
No worry. Yeah, I know you guys you don't know what to do. That's Victor. Who you are watching now is Victor. Victor is the son of Moses. When I first met him in 2012, we sponsored a cow, and Victor every day will take his guitar and go to the cow and sing to the cow. This is called 对牛弹琴. And because of that, I took a picture of that, and then we created a dairy cow farm business down there. Okay, and I branded the milk as Happy Milk. because when the cow every day hear music and song, right? And then the milk that come out will be very joyful, right? So when you drink the milk, right, you will also be very healthy. So we say that since it's happy milk, we can sell more expensive. Okay. So this is an entrepreneurial mindset. Okay. Always look for ways to creatively add values to your product. Okay, so similarly, the eggs that they sell, I branded it as happy eggs. Okay, so can you imagine the rooster and the hens, right? Every day they are with all these children. If you are a chicken, will you be happy? You also be happy, right? So if you're happy chicken, you lay eggs. Eggs also very happy, right? And when you eat those eggs, right, you also be happy, right? So we say happy egg. Happy egg more expensive than the market one. Right, the market one are all those chicken that is crowded, right? Then all those egg won't be healthy, right? So learning about how to position your product, okay, these are all part of entrepreneurial mindset. Victor, what happened to you? You're frozen down there. You smile.
That's a nice smile.
Good. Where's Victor? Okay, let's get seated. All right. Now. Okay, we continue.
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying that I wanted to help both of you to narrow down your focus. Okay, when you have narrowed down your focus, then you can go deeper into your research and understand the issue deeper and clearer. So that when we get designing the business solutions, it will become very, very sharp. Okay? So I want you to think about whether or not you are more keen on this issue, or are you more keen on this issue? Okay? If you are more keen on this issue, then we must find what are your ideas to improve or solve the problems. Okay, now can I get a confirmation now with Snyder and Victor now? Am I correct to say that your preference is to help the poor families' children, autistic children, improve on their own self-development?
Yes.
Okay, then if this is the case, then focus here. Forget about everything else, focus on here. And then generate ideas now, based on what you have learned in school also, Snyder. Okay, and I'm going to introduce to you a few friends who can help you and generate ideas for you also. One of them is Gina Ilade. Okay, Gina Ilade is one of my associate in Avita as well. She's a mother of 2 special needs children. Okay, and the younger boy is low functioning. So Gina has a therapist who go to the home and guide her as a mother how to help this boy. Okay, and she has been training this boy for the last 6-7 years or so. So Gina has agreed to support you and give you her experience and her the things that she has learned, so that you both can benefit from a mother who is like your customer. You get what I mean? Okay. Another person is called Mok. Mok is a mother of a special needs boy. And she has been doing a lot of home therapy for this boy as well. Okay. So from here, from Singapore, we have Gina and Mok, who will be able to support you with interesting ideas. Okay. Neither you will have ideas that is generated from a local diploma program. Okay. But I want you to take in, for both of you, you and Victor, to take in new and fresh idea from the Far East, from Asia, from Singapore. Roger? Okay. I will put you in touch with them. They are already agreeing to support you in your business. All right. And then the next thing is for you to generate ideas. Generate as many ideas. The ideas should focus on asking the questions, answering the question, how can you help this family and help these children? Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Design first. Okay. Because the business design, I will help you to put things together. Roger?
Yes.
Now, I want to think one step further for to give you a clearer imagination how things will go. I'm using Snyder's and Victor's business to show all of you how it will happen. All right. So Snyder and Victor, SMV Enterprise. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is your signboard, yeah? Okay, this is your signboard, yeah? All right. Now, what is going to happen to this enterprise? I want to help you to imagine further, okay? So you can imagine that you remember your customer. Who are your customers? Your customer are family with special need. Okay, let's be focused on autistic kids. Okay, this is your customer. All right. When you will then come out with your solutions. Okay. Your suitcase of solution therapy. Okay. All the different therapy practices and how to help the kid exercise every day, what kind of food, diets, etc. Yeah. So you're going to give this solution to this family. Okay, so these are solutions to their problem. Okay, but rightfully, they must then give you money, correct? Correct? But the problem is because these are poor family, therefore they cannot give you this. So here is no go, correct?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So how to make this? So they have no money. So how? What to do? Okay. This is where, as a social enterprise, we can do things differently. We can now go and talk to kind-hearted people or businesses. Okay? And they can help these people. Listen carefully. This is what most people don't think like me. Okay? These people can help to pay for this. Why would these people have to pay for this? Because these people will be able to help this family. Okay? Okay? Now, I don't want to go into too much detail here yet. All right? I do not want to go into too much detail here, but I want to give you, for example, one idea. There is this cafe in Nairobi. What is it called?
Which one?
Java.
You give me one idea, one name, cafe.
Java.
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 Java. That's right. Java. Correct. Java. So, example. I give you example. Yeah. Example. Java cafe. We can work a collaboration with Java cafe. And Java cafe, we can say that people who go and can you hear me well? Because there seems to be a feedback.
Yes, we can.
Okay. We can work together with Java cafe and create a social program together. Okay. Now, everyone who drink the Java cafe coffee, maybe 1 Kenyan shilling per cup, go to this program. Okay, is it possible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm not asking for a lot, just 1 Kenyan shilling. Okay, but every day there will be 10,000 people who drink Java cafe. So if they sell 10,000 cups every day, there's 10,000 Kenyan shilling that can come into this fund. But we will then work with Java cafe for this program. So the Java cafe will also feel very good as a brand. Correct? Now with this program, more people will go and drink Java cafe. Because Java cafe is a kind coffee. Good-hearted coffee. Are you getting it?
Yes, yes.
Remember when I taught you all how to sell happy eggs?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Happy eggs and joyful milk and whatever not. Okay, so there are ways to go around. In other words, is that we create a good solution that can help this kid, but we get the money to help this family from somewhere else. Now listen carefully. There's another problem that you're trying to solve, right? Which is youth unemployment. Unemployment. Correct? This is a second problem that you want to help. Okay? Now, what we need to do is to make sure that this thing here, firstly, must be workable. Secondly, it is sustainable. Okay? And then after that, what we do we multiply. How do we multiply? We create a SMV school. Our second business. Okay, in SMV school, we train who? We train youth therapists. Many of them. Okay, and all these youth will be the people who cannot be employed, and they come, and then we will train them to become the youth ambassador, just like Meridian 101 ambassador. Roger? And all of them can go to family. So these people will then go around and they can help many more families. Okay, and besides Java Cafe, then we can work with other people. We can work with let's say what's the name? What's the name? The one who run Safari, the other living teacher. Sonel and who?
Devna.
Yes, Deva. What? Devna, right? So you can work with, for example, Safari operator. Every one of them who go for Safari, they can donate 10 shilling. Okay? So when that comes in, we will find more Java. Okay? So that this whole thing become an ecosystem. Okay? So this is how this is how we create a SMV social business. Is it good?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Where is the stop share? Yeah. Okay. Today I have used Snyder and Victor's vision or your social problem of helping autistic children as an example of showing you how I would think about the problem, focus the problem, one segment that you will solve, and then generate many ideas of how you help them. Okay, and to generate many ideas, Snyder and Victor, you need to go in and do more research on the problem in Kenya. Maybe not even Kenya, in Nairobi. Don't think about Kenya. Kenya too big. Just think about Nairobi. Okay? And identify a few families. And Snyder, if you can interview these few families, whether over the phone or during this COVID-19, we can meet them, you know, you see how to do it. Interview them and understand more about this family's issue. Okay? And you will want to focus later on even to focus on children who are maybe 5 years old, 10 years old. Okay? Because the more focused your target audience is, okay, the more sharper your solution is going to work. You're not trying to teach a 2-year-old baby and you're trying to do the way to help a 2-year-old baby is different from the therapy for a 12-year-old child. Okay, so don't spread yourself. Go. Okay, yeah. And next week or the week after, as we shape up the business, it will be very, very clear. Roger?
Yes, Roger.
Okay? Question? Hey, no questions.
No questions, but it was just a suggestion. You know, in Kenya, children with autism, they don't go to school at a very early age. You get they are up to 16 years, that's when they start school. Because, you know, once the parents identify they are autistic, they feel shy and they keep them in the house. So it will take them time for them to go to school. So for me, I suggest I work with the youth rather than the children.
That's why I say you're going to do your research. Yeah. But as a special needs, you are in special needs education, you will know for a fact that for autistic child, early intervention is critical. Okay. By the time they are 12 years old, 15 years old, finish. To turn them around is very difficult.
Sure.
Which means when we launch your business must include a big portion of education. Educating the public, educating the parents, educating the not the children, because children won't know anything, but it's more about educating the parents, okay, so that they start the intervention. Okay, so that will be the purpose of your social business, because you are going to turn things around for the better, for better tomorrow. Okay, don't worry, when the time comes, you are ready to launch it. Okay, if I can fly to Kenya, I will come and talk for you. Okay, we will create, okay, we'll create a situation whereby the Kenyan TV will come and interview you.
Yeah.
Okay, then we will talk. Okay, this is how you must do it. Okay, be confident, create a better tomorrow. Roger. Yeah. Then when the TV come, okay, we will ask Daddy Moses to talk. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. And next, I want to talk about Isaac and Esther. Where are you? Okay. Victor and Snyder can sit behind. Hello, my two Meridian 101 ambassador.
Hello.
Do you know that all the rest of the people here are also Meridian 101 ambassador?
Wow.
Yes.
Hey.
You know he
Okay, now you tell me, what is the problem that you're trying to solve, and what are the research that you have done?
Okay. Me and Esther, we were thinking about something, and we came to this. As you had told us earlier, the Meridian 101 oils are very expensive, and so as we were thinking about giving services to those who can't afford it, it's quite very hard, because for us affording the oils could be expensive, and for them we can't easily give them free services because of the oils. Yeah.
So
So, so the idea we came with, we are not sure if it's the best idea, but if it's the best, you'll tell us. So we thought of introducing it to the rich people, and so the funds that the rich people will be paying, we'll be using some of them to cater for those who can't afford it.
Yeah. Okay, that's one idea. Yeah, one idea. Very good. Esther, I want to hear your idea.
Okay, also, we also thought of maybe conducting sessions in schools so that many people can know about Meridian 101 session, and also how to take care of themselves through those medicines rather than going to hospital all the time. So conducting sessions in schools or institutes or even hospitals, it can be a better idea. Yes.
It is true. Okay, it's true that Avita oils are expensive. Yeah.
Yes.
But this is where the selling point is. Okay. Because Avita oil is not available in Kenya, and it is a very successful brand in Asia. So let me ask you, if a very successful brand in Asia can find its way into Kenya, will people want?
Yeah, yes, exactly. They will want it.
Right? So we must sell it like a good brand.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And behind this brand, there's a whole team of people. Okay? And with you, okay, I'm not sure because I've not asked her, but with you, there is a traditional Chinese medical expert. Okay, maybe she will support you. Okay, you are looking at her now. Okay, this Chinese medicine doctor is Jermaine Goh.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, imagine your offering is something very unique. That you provide this therapy to people who can afford it, and when they buy that package, it involves, say, 30 minutes of consultation with a traditional Chinese expert. Another 30 minutes of consultation with me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Is there anything like this over in Kenya, in Nairobi? No. This is why we call it a blue ocean strategy.
Yeah.
Okay, we must create an offering that nobody can beat us.
Yes.
And we are in a class of our own.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you that you can do some research on the internet. Example, this particular one. This is a hospital in India that offer free eye surgery for the poor people. The surgery is free for these poor people. But the same hospital is very high standard. And they offer the same surgery to the rich people. So the rich people pay a price, but the price includes the ability, the profit gets back into the hospital to provide the surgery. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few of these so that you can study how they do it, and see how you can incorporate some of these fresh idea into your business eventually. Okay, but the question comes for you is, the question for this is Esther and Isaac Enterprise. Okay, you like your signboard?
Yeah.
Okay, give you a bit more fanciful edge here. Okay, with a balloon here. All right, now the question that you ask yourself is, where are your customers? What is the problem that you're solving? So the problem that we are solving is preventive care, preventive healthcare. Correct? Okay. So the customers, two kinds. One is the rich one, one is a poor one. Our social business serve the poor. Our business serve the rich. Okay. So again, you got to ask yourself, what is it in the suitcase that you are providing? Okay, what is the solutions that you're providing? Okay, Meridian 101, the oils and consultation, Zoom consultation. Okay, we are famous TCM expert in Singapore. Okay, yeah. So when you give this solution to them, this is the solution. Okay, they will give you money. All right. Then you use this money, part of it goes to your cost. Okay, part of it will then channel to help to pay for the poor. Okay, so this is your business model. Okay, this is your general business model. Then again, don't forget you have youth unemployment, correct?
Yes.
This is the other big problem that you're trying to solve. So how can you help? Again, first and foremost, you must make sure that this circle here, okay, is workable, okay, is sustainable, profitable. Then after that, you create the Esther and Isaac Meridian 101 school. Okay, this is your second business. Right? Now here you train more and more what? Meridian 101 ambassadors. Okay? So these are the people who will then be able to be employed from the unemployment youth. Okay? And when you have more people, you can do more. Then you can go and do more customer across the whole Kenya. Roger,
Yes.
You clear about that?
Yeah.
Simple. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. The good thing is that for both of you, you already have a lot of stories that you can tell. How Meridian 101 and the oil help the children. How Meridian 101 and the oil help some of your current clients, your customer. So what the two of you need to do at the moment now is to start recording. Isaac,
Yes.
you are quite good with social media.
Yeah.
I would like you and Victor are very good in producing videos. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen some of your comical videos. I would like you to put your talent into this social business use now. Produce interview, produce video about the oil, one by one, by a Kenyan. How this child benefited from Magnolia, how that child benefited from Angelica, how the other child benefited from what? Can you do that? The two of you work together. Already there are so many children and adults, maybe teachers. I know Daddy Moses is one of your happy customer.
Yeah.
So interview all these people, create a social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever in Kenya. I do not know your social media there. Create something and start to generate a following. Yeah, start to generate a following. And this following, as it grow, you will start to see who are interested. They will start to talk about it, spread the news, and you must generate this following. By the time you're ready to launch your social business, you already have a pool of people who are supporting you. Okay, so there are things to do, yeah? I know during this lockdown, no school. Okay, so do something productive, okay? Okay, so I think your case, you have a lot. Let me ask whether Jermaine is willing to support you or not. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to support you. So now you got to ask her. Now you got to ask her. She's here with us now. You got to ask her whether she'll support you or not. Hey, ask lah.
Jermaine, will you support us? Okay,
She said yes.
Say yes. Say yes. She said
didn't say yes.
She said
Okay, first of all, what's the promise? What's the promise we must do first?
Maybe she say $2.
What is the promise?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, only. No, you should do what Daddy Alvin told you, right? You must start the thing roll first. No,
Okay.
definitely we'll support you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So the beauty here is that when they become your Meridian 101 customer, all the people here can help you. Okay, by giving them 5 free Zoom workshop voucher. So your customer from Kenya can join us in our workshop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It is very privileged, right? They can tap into a whole international network of experts.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
So you must learn how to sell the value that you can create. Yeah?
Yes.
We are very excited. So when we can come lah, I can come. I don't know whether they want to come, but I will come, and then we will bring the TV station in again.
Okay. Yeah.
And we will give an interview over the TV, show them how we guasha. Then we show them the oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then after that, you get long.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And when more people get a catch on to this, then we can create a career opportunity for the youth.
Yeah.
This is how we solve the real problem of health. And then we bring on board the youth, the unemployed youth, so that we can solve two problems at one go. Okay, so your job, your homework for the next 1 week, okay, is to find out about traditional Chinese medicine. Who are the people who offer this in Nairobi? Okay, and find out more about things like who are the children benefited from your therapy, okay, and start recording them and start putting it on the social media, and then let us know. Then we can go in and watch and read and give you our feedback. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
And also your job, because two of you are the senior Meridian 101 ambassador in Children's Garden Home, I would like you to learn how to train others. The way for you to practice will be to train your junior, people like Ernest, people like Joseph, people like who else? Grace.
Alban.
Alban also. So you must tune up your skill. Okay? And in August, we are going to run the Meridian 101 Ambassador course in Singapore. We will enroll you guys in, so we will upskill you to a higher level.
Yes.
Okay? You must visualize yourself. Esther and Isaac, you must visualize yourself. One day you're going to be the Professor Meridian 101. Yeah, you're going to be the principal of your school. Kenya. Roger. Right? In your free time, when you have time to go on the internet, research more about Meridian. Research more about herbs. Research more about traditional Chinese medicine. Okay?
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, your time is over. Hello, Beth and Diana.
Hello.
Okay, two of you mentioned about solving the rubbish on the road. All right, and youth unemployment. So what are your ideas now? Come share with us.
Okay, I did a research on interior decoration, and I realized that interior decoration is most found in estates, not in the slums or where poor people are. So many people in the estates, they do house makeovers, and most of that is 90% is taken by the interior decoration.
Continue.
Okay, 90% of the house makeovers or even office makeovers is taken by interior decoration, and you find that it's a good business out there. But to the poor people, interior decoration is a new story. They don't know about it. So for it to function, you must first introduce it to the rich people so that they have to pay a price that will help you be able to train the youths in the slums.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Diana?
Okay. So most of the rubbish in the streets are plastics and papers. So Children's Garden had started a program called Community Cooker, where they use that rubbish to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't successful, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because of the high rise. If you are in the high rise, so we could not take it on because of our neighbors. They really complained, huh? Because of the smoke. Yeah.
It is always challenging. I have come across many waste reduction project that didn't run successfully also. Even a community cooker in Kibera, right? It didn't become successful either. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't know of many waste recycling project that is small scale successful. Not many. Okay, unless you're very targeted. I think the last week I mentioned that I know of one guy in Thailand, an artist in Thailand who collect slipper, rubber slipper. Yeah, and then he combine all the rubber and sculpt them into elephant sculpture. Okay, but again, it is very labor intensive and very artist oriented. So if you are not a good sculptor, it's very difficult. Yeah. So unless you go into something a lot more process driven, like how Kauturi use women to do beads and do pottery. So it's challenging. Yeah, it's always a challenging thing, right? Because it requires people to go around collecting all the rubbish. And when all this rubbish, you have to have enough space, okay, and the hygiene to sort all these waste, because you have got food waste, which is unhygienic. It can be toxic. And then you have got plastic waste, you got glass, you got paper, you got all kinds of things, right? So what have your research show you this past week? Do you still want to go in that direction, or do you want to find some other social problem to solve?
For me, I'm still undecided, but I have a friend who does that. He's not trying to solve like the rubbish reduction. What he does is take those glasses, the glass bottles, he does paint them and also make some, you see the broken pots. He tries to mend them together and make something like the pictures you see like from Masai Mara, the ones for safari. And he does sell them to offices, he does exhibitions, and that makes something, an income for him. So I thought if we could do something like that, and you know, offices, they need this kind of, you know, pictures and glasses for decoration, just for decoration. That can make an income that can help us be able to at least train the few youths that are interested in doing that.
Okay. If that's the case, where is your friend?
He's in another county, not in Nairobi actually, but he does that interior deco business.
Is his business big or small?
Not really big. He started last year, but he has really achieved because he also have, I think, an Instagram page. I talked to him this week and he told me he had some orders from an office that was opening up and they really needed those safari kind of paintings.
Does he have a website?
No, I don't think he has a website. Only his Instagram.
Okay. So I have this advice for both of you. Okay. Now for Diana and Beth, D&B Enterprise. Okay, because yours is a bit more artistic, right? Okay. Okay, now let's talk. Where are your customers? What is a social problem that you have? Huh? What is a problem you are trying to solve?
Unemployment.
Okay, so youth unemployment again.
Yes.
Okay, but in order to solve the youth unemployment before you employ them, you got to figure out what you can do first. Remember my last the last two business model? Okay. So who are your customers? Just now you mentioned your friend, there are officers who need decoration.
Yeah, also house the individuals who need them. Yeah.
Okay, home decor as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Also malls and hotels, cafes.
Cafes. Right? Hotel. Okay. Okay. Right? So these are the people who can. Right?
Yes.
So what is it that you are going to create? What is it you're going to create? Actually, you are creating from glass waste. You're going to transform them into an art piece. Art pieces, yes? So that's the main thing. Then my suggestion is, why not you work together with, what is your friend's name?
Samuel.
Samuel. Okay. You collaborate with Samuel. Because Samuel is already an artist in this process. Samuel is an artist, right? Or he's a craft person, yeah? He is able to transform glass waste into some kind of art pieces that these people will buy. So, but Samuel is a solo guy. At the moment, Samuel is a solo. So while working with both of you, Diana, who is in commerce, Beth, as well as coached by me, we can help Samuel to bring his business up to become a more profitable business. You agree?
Yeah.
Now, what I am not sure now is exactly what is Samuel doing. Can you this week ask Samuel to send you pictures of what he does?
Okay.
You send it to me so that I have an appreciation of what he does. And then we have an idea whether or not whatever that he is doing together with you, maybe also have new idea about glass waste into art pieces. Now what we can do is later on, we have an idea of how to make it into a process, like Kauturi. Yeah, a process very smart, like how do you spell Kauturi? Kauturi, is it? Kauturi, is it? Right? Learn from Kauturi. So in other words, is learn from Kauturi how to make this thing not less of an artist. Maybe the artist can design something, but the process will mass produce it. You understand? The process will be able to mass production. Okay? And if we can make it into a process, we could have process A to B, B to C, like collection of glassware, sorting out of glassware, cleaning of glassware, maybe melting of glassware, painting of glassware, etc. Okay? Now this is where the youth can be employed. 2 persons to work here, 3 persons to work here. Okay, 3 more persons to work here. And then another 2 persons to work, 1 more person to work here, 3 persons to work here. Okay. And then we can have a sales team. Can have a sales team that comprise many youth. Okay. And these many youth will then be able to service many more officers. Roger. Okay, but we need to figure out this portion first. Okay, this portion is where we are still not very clear. Okay, what exactly are the art pieces that these people will buy, and how much will these people pay? And whatever the amount that is being paid, some part of it will go to the cost, and other part of it can go and pay these people. And then you generate employment for the youth. This is how you eventually will solve the youth employment problem. But before you can think about solving the unemployment problem, we must make sure that this yellow circle is workable, is profitable, okay, and able to pay your own salary. Roger. Yeah. So your project, your project, I have less to contribute at the moment now because I am still not very sure about your Samuels, but we can use Samuel as an example. Okay. Now during this 1 week, I would like you to research about more ideas with regards to transforming glass waste into profitable art pieces. Okay, get access to computer with Daddy Moses or phone and start searching the internet. I will do my homework also to help you. Okay, I'm not an expert in glass yet, but I can ask around for friends who are good in glass and see if I can find 1 or 2 persons who can advise you on that as well.
Can I have a suggestion?
But glass is interesting because glass is something that you can melt down, you can reconstruct, and glass has got different colors. So I agree that there's actually quite a lot of opportunity for transmutating glass waste into something that is of use. Okay, Jermaine, please.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking that is it possible for a friend to join us, with this Zoom? Then we can have some more understanding of how he go through and how the thing works with him.
Possible, but we defer that to the later stage because it will have to depend on whether Beth, whether he would like to work with you in collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay, or we just take his idea and we can do something about it. Okay, because having him involved at this point in time is not sure what his interest is at the moment. Yeah, but you can certainly ask if he would like to collaborate with us. We can bring his business maybe even to something even bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a Daddy Alvin. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And not many people have a doggy. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Questions? Diana, I can see some question from your eyes. Come on.
I have no question.
No question.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea that we ask if he will be able to collaborate with us, or if he will not, he will give us the ideas how he does it, and we can make something out of that for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You send me some of his comments. I will
Yes,
have an idea about that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Okay, last 5 minutes. Daddy Moses, any point from you?
Okay. Good morning. I'm very happy. I'm just a backbencher, listening and also learning a lot. And as I said last time, I learn every time you teach, I also learn more. So thank you for impacting this youth with that knowledge. I know they are going to put it into practice so that they can become, at least they can also succeed and also make other youth in Kenya succeed. So thank you, and I'm encouraging you to continue, and I'm with you. Thank you very much, and say hi to our friends. We love them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So that will be the end for today's coaching session. Youth, have you gained something today?
Yes, very much. A lot.
Sure?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you all know what to do for this 1 week?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now I would do my research, and should there be any useful information, I'll send it to Daddy Moses. Okay. So Moses, you send it to them, so that we continue to have this communication. And any one of you, if you have any question that you want to ask me, no problem. Just WhatsApp to me, okay? Yeah? Just WhatsApp. Oh dear, you're frozen again. Electricity has gone. Yeah, okay, you're still there. Good. Yeah, all right. Okay, you all hear me? That if any questions, you can just text me, right? Bye bye.
Okay. Okay.
I hope the rest of you have also benefited. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Very much.
See you next week.
Yes. Yes.
Good. Be safe.